Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers.
To kickoff.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. A good run there to start the drive. 13 yards, first down.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He's in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Room here to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 5 yards from the end zone, first and goal. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Short of the goal line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Buccaneers 0.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
By Kenneth Murray.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The tackle by
a quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, 4 down. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. 3 buzz.
Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
43-yard line.
Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here we go. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll hand off here to Eckler. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Austin Eckler.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs' 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake. They've taken care of that early.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
If Jason Pierre-Paul just manages to stay on the field and play 16 games, we could have double-digit sack numbers and then some, because over his first 2 seasons in Tampa Bay, 21 sacks, earned himself a new contract, but hasn't been fully healthy. If Jason Pierre-Paul is that guy, look out. We'll see more plays as we just saw there.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And right side, Henry's got it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Chargers 7, Buccaneers 0. Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
56, right there, 56.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll let one go deep for Howard. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll set them back 5.
the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Throwing on third and long. Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Los Angeles.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
To number 40.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Chargers.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
He's brought
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is Jones. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run with a late signee in Bucs camp. It's Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Drew Tranquill.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Brady. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
They'll take over first.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Herbert's pass complete to
When Hunter Henry entered the league, people were really looking for him to establish himself as one of the best tight ends in the NFL. Ability to run and catch and make plays in open space. But the biggest obstacle he's had is just staying on the field. Ended up missing all of 2018 due to injury. When he's right, he is one of the better tight ends and better targets in the AFC West.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
And the Chargers 1st down.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 44-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. Herbert on 1st down now. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll run here with Eckler. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10.
56. Mike, 56.
Shotgun now for Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's caught inside the 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll go again to Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
At the 28-yard
But it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Los Angeles.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Badgley on for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Chargers 20, Buccaneers nothing. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Chris Harris.
The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Brady. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
44-yard.
You think about Tom Brady and these Chargers. For a long time this offseason, the thought was that L.A. might be a leading contender to land his services, what with the new stadium opening and all. But in the end, the Chargers got their quarterback of the future in Justin Herbert, and Brady wound up in Florida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, Brady airing this one out for Evans. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check back.
Now Jones. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And Brady will sneak it. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
And goal.
They'll come out in the pistol. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
4 yards on the
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, here's Herbert throwing the out route and complete. It's Williams. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
6 yards.
When I watched Mike Williams play receiver at Clemson, one of the things I was drawn to, his toughness. This is a guy who took some big-time hits out in the field as the #1 receiver and kept finding ways to make plays. And finally it's paid off for him because in 2019, had his first 1,000-yard season in the NFL and averaged over 20 yards per catch.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
1st down, Chargers.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Buccaneers' 43-yard line.
is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Once more, here's Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
Herbert. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. Herbert. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. On 1st down, Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and it'll be a 2nd down.
15.
Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. The sack backs him up, 3rd and long. Tough challenge for Brady and the Bucs.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Operating from the gun. Brady, he's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Hey, 66.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Chargers 34, Buccaneers 6. Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Tight end right. Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. It was Nick Vigil there on the stop.
The tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9.
Check 56. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
This is the rookie from Vanderbilt, Keyshawn Vaughn. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The tackle made back at the 44.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd down and 12.
Mike's 49. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
They'll run it with Jones. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll run it with Jones. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Let's not forget, a year ago, this was a last-place team in their division in the National Football League. How quickly the fortunes can turn.
And somewhere, there's a former commissioner smiling down and looking, because parity is something he was looking for in this league, and it plays itself out year after year. Last to first is not something that's uncommon in the NFL.
Yeah, a season ago, they didn't have one performance like this, but they put it all together in this ballgame. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
You better bring 45's the mark. Hey, pick your game up.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
So that one will be accepted. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's McCoy. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's McCoy. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chargers, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.